Sunshine, 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 sunshine. Blessed from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Resting, knowing it's already done, it's all in your plans. I see the sunshine, 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 sunshine. I see the sunshine, 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 sunshine.
Every man has a story. Some are written, some are spoken, and some are shared between a mother and her son. You're listening to the SONshine Podcast, a platform for the voices of men, for the women who love them, for anyone navigating culture, identity, and connection. In our first episode, host Sarima Ding welcomes her son for a conversation about his journey through memory, through manhood, through life. This is SONshine. Let the stories begin.
The fact that, I had you when I was 18 and it was just me and you. Okay, so me and with Granny, of course.
I want to raise people who will be able to look after themselves at some point as well. So it's kind of trying to find that balance of that.
But there are pieces of me at even this age looking at my grown son with his growing sons. And I'm just like, oh, Malal, don't fail like I failed. Don't do that.
I'll never forgive you for not letting me tap dance and play hockey.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed.
Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
Not bad. Both the boys are in school now, so like.
Yeah, how's that? They're like both in school. So Joel has a whole full day. Like Zahari's in school the full day.
Yeah.
Wow.
We went both of their parent teacher conferences today, the first ones.
How was it? Were you nervous?
They're good. No.
Okay.
Those things don't faze me.
Okay.
They're not bad. The only issues with both of them is stuff that we have issues with them, and it's just obviously their character traits. You know what I mean? So
Who they are as just young boys.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it's so interesting because, that's one of the things that this podcast has been set up for, is just to have real candid conversations about being a man, raising boys, finding yourself in a situation where you're being drawn on in a completely different way now. Like, I mean, not completely different, but different from the last 5 years, because now you have 2 kids in school. And now you have people really kind of learning their personalities and their quirks and all that stuff, where you see them at home all the time.
Yeah.
Was there anything like interesting that teachers were saying about them? Anything that you didn't know?
No, not necessarily. Azaz, like, he kind of has a little bit of culture shock, because obviously he's in 3rd grade now, but they have 3s and 4s together.
Oh wow.
So like, he's gone from 1s and 2s to 3s and 4s, and the expectations are higher, the workload is more, and things are moving a little bit more quicker. So he's taking a bit of time to adjust and obviously like focus on the right things and stuff. And I guess one thing that caught me by surprise is like, it's one of those situations where a kid is, I won't say falling behind, but like, kind of like just like a half step off
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know how to ask for help if they don't understand something.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something I'll be talking to him about coming up. But other than that, like his teacher said that he um uh like when he does get called on or asked to refocus, he does refocus very quickly. He helps a lot of people. He's like very kind. He has a lot of friends.
Nice.
Like he's very social. Like so that just the you know um the little bit of catching up, I
Yeah.
would say is something that the only thing that we had to work on. Everything else is pretty good. Um, Zahari, his teacher, um, well, he was having trouble like 2 weeks ago. For the first like 2 weeks of school, he was having trouble like keeping his hands to himself,
Of course.
and him and Azar were at the same recess together as well. So you know, they just being themselves. But um, he's reeled that in. He's learning about his personal space and his own bubble and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also like his his teacher is learning um, his willpower and his stubbornness.
Yeah. My
And
special grandson.
um,
I love him. Don't touch my hair.
um,
Don't look at me.
yeah, so she's learning how to navigate that, and she said something very like interesting and very reassuring, because I've never heard a teacher say this before. Because Joelle, kind of tells her teachers whatever, like you just tell them that you're gonna call dad or email dad or something like
Mm-mm.
that, and the teacher was like, I'm not gonna. She said, I don't want to. I don't want to send the power out. Like I want to
Correct.
have it here for myself. I want him to do things because I said so and because he wants to do them and all kind of stuff like that. But he has been doing really well with helping and
Mm-hmm.
doing things, and like that kid, man, I'm telling you, he
He's you, reincarnated.
I guess.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he's
He's high on
he's been earning a
justice.
lot of he's been earning a lot of tokens and extra things for doing things and helping others and stuff like that. So it was pretty good.
That's
Um,
cool. It sounds like you're in a different place with them altogether, which, I mean, you can't see that when you're going through that dark tunnel, like raising little kids and diapers and sick and all of that stuff. But then when they get to an age where now you can have real conversations with them and really understand like how it is that they grow and develop, it feels a bit more easier.
yeah, yeah, they were wilding a couple weeks ago, and I told them both, like, you have 1 week
Mm,
to turn all this around, and at the end of this week, if I don't see change behavior and I don't get if I get another like email or anything like that, then I'm gonna have to change your lives. Like, and
and
they
you
knew
leave
I'd
that
be
a
did
big
as
mystery.
well.
Change your life.
Yeah, because like you've been here, you know how Joa operates and stuff,
Mm,
and like how she wants them to have fun and all this kind of stuff. And to me, if they don't deserve to do that, then they shouldn't be doing that. But
mm.
um, yeah, I just broke it down and just been like, look, we do all this stuff to make you guys' lives fun and easy. All
Mm-hmm.
you have to do is look out for each other, clean up after yourselves, and go to school to
Mm-hmm.
have fun and make friends and learn.
Do
And
you
if you
think?
can't do that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna let you finish first. You were saying if they can't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, if they can't do that, then we need to completely stop all the other stuff until they can figure out how to do what they need to do first.
Do you think though, like, okay, so I think about the fact that, I had you when I was 18 and it was just me and you. Okay, so me and with Granny, of course, in the house with Granny and Grandpa. But by the time you turned 2, we had moved to Sacramento. It was just the two of us. So you're 2, I'm like 20, with this 2-year old. And now finally, like, when you get to school, I'm what, 24, 25 years old with you by myself until me and your dad get married. But I wonder about this thing of school, and this is one of the areas where I have been very concerned about you being a father, having had the school experience that you've had, and now with your 2 boys. And I'm wondering, how much silence is there that we're forcing on them? Can they be themselves, or are we kind of pushing them into being more quiet so that they can get along at school, so that they can kind of fit the mold? Because it's something I really worry about, sincerely worry about that.
Um, I would say that um, the school as a whole and the Western society has softened up a whole lot. So, like, they, it's not very, it's not as hard and sharp and rigid as it was when I was going to school. So, they have a lot of freedom to, you know, express themselves. And like, I can tell that, the teachers they don't want to get the children, at least at this school, because it's a private school essentially. Like, they're not trying to, get the kids in trouble, or like, focus on behavior things. They're really on it.
And that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Do you have concerns about them when you think about how you went to school and the way that you were so sharp, like the way that Zahari is, like so sharp, so bright, so outspoken, you know? Do you think about when you were in school and how they're in school now, and what's the gap between them and you?
No, I take myself out of it and kind of just having to adapt to the way that they are and the way that they're learning. Yeah. I don't like I completely take my experience out of it because, like, yeah, it was like it's crazy to think, like, the other day it trips me out sometimes because, like, my dad and your parents and everyone above that, there was corporal punishment, like, in schools and stuff like that, and it's completely, like, opposite now. And yeah, it's just a trip because, like, obviously, there's situations where I remember, like, people, um or teachers, asking you to get me tested and stuff. And then, like, there's the other side as well of, like, my dad bringing, like, his school experience into the equation. So I've kind of completely, like, cut that part off, and I'm just dealing with what's in front of me. Like, my biggest, like, want is to not, like, to not do anything to dim any parts of them that is going to naturally become them.
Yeah.
And also, I want to raise people who will be able to look after themselves at some point as well. So it's kind of trying to find that balance of that.
Yeah, you
I do
talked.
keep forgetting something funny that Zahara's teacher said. She asked us if have we ever had his ears tested, and Joel was like, no, it's just selective. Like,
It's definitely
it
selective.
was so funny to hear that.
Oh, that's a good one. Because they, like, is he
Yeah,
hearing us? Yeah, this little dude is
yeah,
hearing you loud and clear. He's just choosing not to listen.
100%.
You talked about how, you don't want to dim any light within them. And again, I want to come back to the purpose behind this podcast is really like the title, Sunshine. Like, shine as bright as you can. There are so many spaces out in the world that will try to dim your light, or situations and environments that you're in that can dim that light. And I wonder about, when you think about the purpose behind this podcast, is not because I have lost a son, but I had a son who was so bright, who everybody loved, his smile, his way of being. And I think about, there were times when I would dream that I was like beating his ass. I was whooping him for something or another, but I always woke up like I never could get to that point of, like you said, corporal punishment. And he was one that I never had to. I think I whooped him one time or twice, and that was it. Like, he was one who was vocal, like Zahari. Like, there's no need for that. There's no need for violence. He was so into justice. And so when we talk about dimming lights, what is it that you're possibly actively doing now to ensure that you're not dimming the lights of your sons?
Um, Number one, I just try to talk to them as much as I can in ways that they'll understand, because like I talk to Joel all the time about this. Like, I just honestly, okay, too, they are in a space where, or at an age where they can really digest some of the, you know, lessons that I've learned over the years, and like really understand them. And because, like, I feel like I can say things in a way that they would be able to really learn from it. Like, but they're still really young at the moment, so like some things are just gonna go over their head or in one ear and out the other. So I think, like, just like, I always try to, keep something in the tuck for when it's not such a serious moment, to try to implement something, and try to talk to them about something in a time where it's not like, oh, you're in trouble, or like you did something, like just in a passing moment, like trying to teach things little by little. And you know just some of the, you know the play times of just like getting on their level, and entering their world, and just letting them, you know let them take control of the situation, and like, just do whatever they want to do at that time, and let them write their own story, pretty much. Those are some of the things. And um I we're thinking of, signing them up for new activities and stuff like that after school as
Yeah.
well. We're going to be trying to fill our schedule with stuff, trying to find, trying to find what really calls to them,
Yeah.
because I'll never forgive you for not letting me tap dance and play hockey.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed. And again, that's the whole reason for this podcast, right? Like, I feel like I failed as a mom, but there's so many times that, your brother was just like, no, mom, you didn't fail. You did a good job, blah, blah, blah. But there are pieces of me at even this age looking at my grown son with his growing sons. And I'm just like, oh, Malal, don't fail like I failed. Don't do that. Do it this way, do it that way. And one of those things would be
Yeah.
something that you just brought up was like, you try to take time to talk to them on their level when they're open, not because you're frustrated or annoyed that they've done something wrong. So I wonder about, like, when
Yeah.
do you take time to tell them your stories? Because I remember, when your dad and I were raising you all, I was always trying to get him, baby Michael, like, tell him the story about the time you were in the water with the hippo, or tell him the story about the time when the lion came out in the village. So I wonder, when are you telling your own son's stories now, or do you feel like it's too early to tell those stories?
That's very interesting. I've never really even um, thought of that. I do tell them stories just like randomly, like, oh, when I was your age, this, or, I think that is actually something that I will take on board because, um, yeah, I've been, trying to think of ways to um, tell my stories because
Mm.
I've lived a few lives and it's just so rich. And
Yeah. And you don't have to wait till they get to be
especially,
teenagers. They can know
yeah,
about a bunch of stuff now. Like, and it's helping them shape their
yeah,
identity.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to remember that and take that on because that would be something that would be good for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be great. I'm so happy to be on this line with you right now, and like just sharing with you. We're recording today because I just wanted to go ahead and finish. I haven't done the launch yet, and the launch will be coming after this, and I'll be doing a call of action for other young men or older men to want to, like, just share, just talk. I'm trying to just not do a bunch of hard questions, but just hear from you. And when I think about that, I wonder, you're over there in Australia. You've been gone now, what, 10 years this year? You now have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. And it makes me wonder about your life there now as a man. You've clearly grown up, right? Like 10 years, a whole decade is a lot of growth. And now with a family. And it makes me wonder, like, how are you handling it this far away from family, and what are your outlets, and what have you learned about yourself while you've been there?
Um, I would say since yeah, since 24, it's been harder.
Mm.
Um, like, and I don't know what it is about this Black History Month, but like, uh, maybe it's from maybe it's from listening to Grits and Eggs every week. Like, I don't
Yes.
know. I
Shout
feel
out to Grits and
extra black
Eggs
this Black
podcast.
History Month, and
Yes.
and um, like I just I've been longing for my family,
Mm.
and you know I wish that my grandma was still here so I can rack her brain a little bit more.
Mm.
I've also I've been meaning to get in contact with Auntie Dorothy too, so I can just get her to spit. And
Yeah, she loves to talk too. If you get in touch with
at the
her,
moment,
she loves it.
yeah, yeah, at the moment, um, I've only been playing basketball really.
Mm.
Um, I'll probably be going to the studio within a month,
Mm.
and hopefully I can, get get a get a schedule with that. Um,
Have you talked with
but
your
yeah,
Have you talked with your dad?
no, I called him a couple of times, but I haven't heard from him.
Mm.
I've been trying to figure out what medium that I want to use to, um, tell some of my stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's too dense and complex to
Yeah.
put into lyrics, I think. Or if I was gonna do that, like, I would need a lot of time, and I don't have that. So I don't know. I was thinking of maybe doing some videos
Yeah.
on, different subjects, like different subjects, uh, just pick a subject for the day, like community or
Mm-hmm.
fatherhood or grief or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, education, and then just, make not a super long video, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
on just that word.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm most interested in telling is like the different, um like from age 3 to 5, from like 5 to 10,
3
10 to 15,
to 5,
and
5 to
like
10, 10 to 15. Uh-huh. I remember
in
all
chunks
those
like that.
years. Yeah. Yeah.
Just telling my story that way, because it it can't just be told in one big long story. There's so many little things that have happened in my life,
Yeah. Then maybe we collaborate on this book
and
that I'm writing, the 10
then yeah,
F's to
go
give.
all the go all the way up, all the way. It hasn't. It's Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it'll be 10. That's crazy.
Yeah. Um,
I've had my visa for about what, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, something like that. I haven't
yeah.
had my visa for that long.
Wow. You can travel now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't feel trapped in Australia anymore.
No.
Then come to South Sudan, nigga.
Yeah.
What's up? Come on.
It's too hot.
Come during the rainy season.
Too wet.
Yeah.
Nah. Once, you know, give it like a couple more years.
A couple more years. Wow. The pressure that I've been under to have you guys come to South Sudan is like ridiculous. It's wild. It's
Yeah.
it's part of why your dad has a second wife and kids, because family was just like, we want our kids here. And I kept saying,
Yeah.
I have kids, but they're adults and I don't control their lives, you know?
It's too late.
Especially a man, like you'll be 36 this year.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Um, I don't know. I don't really care, because um as a whole I feel pretty good. Um I'm I'm pretty blessed, and I'm healthy.
Mm.
Um aside from my aside from my corners trying to leave,
You're
everything
balding?
else is Gucci. Yep.
Ah.
Thanks to your dad.
Yeah, thanks to my dad. Yeah.
Thanks to your dad and that tainted blood. That's that cracker coming out of us.
Receding
Um
hairlines.
but yeah, 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 like it I'm tired of, like, I hate the sort of hate the cycle that I'm in, but
Mm.
um
What is it? What's the cycle? Can you name
it
it?
doesn't. Oh, just waking up, making other people's dreams come true, and you know, not being able to do everything that I want to do in a day.
Mm. Mm.
But I'm not. submitting to it, and I know it's not finite. So I just gotta keep my head on straight and keep pushing.
You sound like a real African man. Like, that's exactly how men here feel about things. I just got to get up and do it again tomorrow. I got to get up and do it again tomorrow. Like, take care of everybody else but me. So, like, when do you take care of you? You know, or are you silencing that part of you still?
Um, I I don't really like. I'm not in a in a period in a season right now where I feel like I am really struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Thank God for
at the
that.
moment,
Mm.
I'm just like I'm I'm fine. You know, like not. I don't feel like I'm suppressing anything or like silently um, suffering through anything.
Mm.
Like it just is what it is at this point in time.
Mm.
Um, uh, and yeah, I'll be still like trying to formulate this whatever I'm gonna do with all these stories and stuff. And like I said, I'll be going to the studio at some point soon. But until then, I'm gonna be, playing basketball. I've been coaching as well.
Oh yeah, how's that going? The little people.
Oh man, I don't know. When I was at EPAX and like in the education system, I hated this grade the most. Third and fourth
Third
graders
graders,
are
yeah.
annoying as hell to me.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's like we had a stretch there when we were doing really well.
Mm.
We're on a 4-game losing streak now. Not good. Um, they keep they they fucked us up because we've been having 8 o'clock games,
Oh wow.
and
8 a.m. or 8
yeah,
p.m.
they just be 8 a.m.
on a
So they
Saturday.
just be sleep out there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Oh wow.
yeah. So it's been bad. So we had 8, then another 8, then 8:50, another 8:50, and we have another 8 coming up.
Mm.
And those 4 losses, yeah. But we went like 4 or 5 straight before the holidays
Mhm.
on a win streak.
Oh
Came back.
good.
I think we won the first one, but yeah. So
Uh-oh.
it's been all over the place.
Sorry. Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Cool.
it's something that I didn't want to do, but like obviously,
Yeah, I didn't want to coach when I had to coach you guys too.
yeah,
It was not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to go home, keep my weekends to myself, and not be around kids anymore for the rest of the week. But that's not possible
yeah,
when you're in education
yeah,
and you have your own kids. You're always around kids. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I went
we're.
to
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym before work today too.
Oh wow. So you're dead tired.
Was up at 5:15, or I was up at like 4:40,
Mm.
and the first class is at 5:15. Went straight from there to work,
Okay.
and then from work to the parent teacher conferences, and then home.
So is this gym routine going to be something that you keep? Is it sustainable at that time in the morning?
I There's something going on with Joelle. Her body clock's been waking her up in the 4 o'clock hour for like 2 weeks now.
Oh wow.
So it didn't really bother her that I got up at that time. She
Okay.
just got up and did what she needed to do. Um, I play basketball tomorrow, so I won't do it tomorrow, but I might go Thursday and Friday. We'll see.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
I I felt fine though. Like today. I still feel all right.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to keep you longer. We've been on the line for like 30 something minutes. Um, I don't know
Yeah.
if we'll use all of it. 10 more minutes left. Anyway, I don't know if we'll use all of this. My guy Edgar will make some really nice cuts and editing, and it's really been great. Um, I do want to get your response. I know you've sent me messages, but I wanted to get like what's your heartfelt response when I told you about this podcast of Sunshine and what it is that you understand it to be.
Um, my first thought is, of course, this woman wants to get a podcast with your talkative self. Um, but um, yeah, it makes sense. Like it's a medium that is conducive to the way that you think and operate, and I feel like it's gonna be like really positive and like I really hope that you stick with it because like obviously it's not going to be perfect straight away, but
Mm.
the bones of it are good, and um it takes people a few months to a year to really sink their teeth in and catch their stride and stuff. So um I'm obviously always going to be here to help and you know do what I can to support you with this.
Thanks.
And um yeah, the name is cute.
Gay. Yeah. Um, this is definitely a medium that I would enjoy. But again, the thought is, especially here in East Africa, we've done a lot to support girls and women, which I'm not against. There's been a lot of backlash lately against women who have been on the front lines of human rights defense for women. And there doesn't seem to be a space where there can be a balance, right? And I felt like being able to just listen to men, because I feel like that's usually what's really wanted. They just want to be heard the first time. Like, I don't, like all human beings, we don't want to have to repeat ourselves, but I felt like this would be the perfect place to start just a listening session on issues that mattered to men: grief, family, raising kids, loving, all these different things, relationships with their fathers, their uncles, and all those different things. So, yeah, I appreciate you being here from the beginning and encouraging me to keep pushing, because I remember when this change happened in the U.S. You were probably around 10 years old when we stopped looking at boys as growing, thriving young people, but really started trying to categorize them and box them in and fit them into different um, sections of life that had to do with adults but not with kids. And yeah, I feel like this is definitely one of those spaces where maybe I can make up for some lost time. Um, and maybe I can hear the stories of other young men, or share those stories so that other young men can know that, one, they're not alone, but two, there are ways to navigate and manage. So yeah, this is one of the biggest reasons why I've decided to, like, let's get this done.
Great.
Yeah. Anyway, Edgar, this one doesn't talk a lot. This is about all I can get out of him. Edgar says we're good. He's happy. I love you so much, Malal.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you for walking with me on this journey. I appreciate it.
Love you too.
All right. Enjoy your night.
I will.
What did y'all eat?
Have you? Oh, I haven't eaten yet, but I got them.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to SONshine Podcast. You are invited to subscribe, like, share, or comment. By subscribing, you will be notified on newly created content. And when you like and share, You're providing others opportunities to learn, grow, and glow. Thank you so much. And also, your comments will provide us with feedback that's necessary for us to understand how it is that we can also grow and glow with you. Keep walking in the light, y'all.